Okay, so this is what our homepage looks like at the moment. It's loaded straight from the library as the homepage basic layout. This is the homepage of the example. So now we're going to go into here and change it so we look like this. So we need to make a full screen header, add a logo, add the title, subline, a button that clicks down to the next section. We've got a tagline here, 4 blurbs with icons, 3 images in a row, then a call to action which will link to our contact page. Okay, so we need to edit this page. So we're using the Divi builder. This is our layout at the moment. First thing we want to do, we're going to take the slider off and put a full screen header here. So we can delete this whole section. So now we want to add a full width section and drag it above. So this is the tagline that was already there. So we're going to insert another full width header, but on this one we're going to add the image logo, make it full width. So I've saved the content into a text pad that we're going to add. Also got the orange colour, the hex value for it here, because we're going to need to copy and paste this in a few places. So we can put the title, PT Personal Trainer Sydney, getting Sydney fit 1 client at a time is the subheading. The text colour, we can leave that because we're going to change it to orange in a minute. We want the text and logo to be centered on the screen. We want to make it full width, and we want to show a scroll down button. So we're going to pick the arrow. So you can also add 2 buttons into this main header, and here we're going to upload. So I've already uploaded. I'll just show you how. So you select your file, open. So these are images that I've already uploaded, and they're in the media library. So you should, when you upload an image, you should always put a title and an alt text. So Sydney Personal Trainer. So we set that as an image. Now if you notice on this one, it's got dark overlay. It just makes it look nicer, the logo and text stand out more. So these settings here, so you've got background colour, which we don't need because that's going to be behind this image, and we have a background overlay colour, so that's the dark that we're going to put on top. So it's going to be black, and then this one changes the opacity, so we put that down there. If you click on here, you preview without having to save and preview, so it saves a lot of time. Okay, so that's good. So that's dark, but you can see we can't see this text at the minute. So we'll close that down. You can change the colour of the icon. You can add extra content. What we want to add, so there's a header image URL that goes underneath this here. So a header image would be this one. This is the logo image. So we want to upload our logo. So this is already in the library. So set as image. Put a alt text. You should put an alt text for everything. Okay, so if we go to the front end and preview that, we've got the logo, we've got our text, and we've got a down arrow with a full screen background. So let's go back into the header. So we need to make some more changes. So you can either just change the colour to light, and that's like a default colour scheme, so you can see it's on here. So we also want the PT, personal trainer Sydney, to be in orange, like on the example. So we need to go to advanced design settings, go into here and grab the colour code. So we've got the title font, we're going to leave as default, but we're going to change the colour to orange. We're also going to make it larger, so around 50 pixels. So we can preview just to see if it's the right size. It's got too big, so let's bring that down to 42, and the subheader will make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so that looks about right. So we'll save and exit. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is change this, so we have white on orange instead of the greys here. So this is another full width header. So we want to copy our tagline, change that in here. Change this to light, so it's going to show up as white. It's already centered. And we need to go in the advanced. No. So back here, we want to set the background color in the general settings to our orange. Again. So now if we preview, there we go, so we can save and exit. So there we have the next section done. Next we just want to go and change these icons and the content here. So this is what our page is at the moment. So here we have another section, a row here with 4 blurbs. So to edit these, blurb group training, so you just put the title in. There's quite a lot of different options. Obviously you can go through, add, edit, change things as you go. So this one you can add URLs to the image, will link to a page on your site. We're going to leave that off for now. I'm just going to change the icon. So group session, group training, we'll put the 2 of them there. We'll change the text. Okay, I'll just go through and edit the icons and text on these. Okay, so I've updated these blurbs. Go to the front end. We've got our new icons, the content here. Okay, the next thing we need to go down and add some images and then make this call to action full screen. So we already have the call to action here, so we need to add images into this row. So if we go back into our builder, we're going to need to separate, so this is one section, these are the blurbs and this is call to action. We need to separate these out into their own sections, so we'll add a section, drag the call to action down, delete this one. So now we have the blurbs, call to action. If you go to the front end, there's no change, it's just the way it's set up in the back, but now we can put the images across here. So we're going to add a standard section here. We need 3 columns for 3 images. And we're going to use an image module. So there again, there's a lot of settings. We're going to keep this basic, so we need to upload an image. We're going to do push up. Title. You can open in a lightbox, you can make it the image a link, decide to show where the link will open, animations, all fade in. Okay, so we'll add the others, so same again, just add an image module. You should have these the images the same dimensions, so when you add them they all align in the row. And I'll put some resources for tools online that you can use to edit your images. And the other one, I'll put some weights. So we can preview the front end. Here are our images. We need to make them go to the edges and remove all these spacing. So what we need to do is go into the row where our images are. We need to make the row full width, so it goes to the edge of your screen. And then we need to add the gutter width, which is set at 3 at the minute. Drag that right down to 1. We need to put custom padding to 0, and then save that one. We also need to go into the section settings and put the custom padding there to 0 as well. Go to the front and preview. Okay, so we have our 3 images. to action. See there, I'm going to turn off the animation on these two because they were going left to right, so we can fade those ones in. Okay, the next one is the call to action. So we've got text that we're going to add in as a title. The button URL, if you go to your site and go to the contact page, grab the URL, and then you type it in here, so that'd be contact us. Open it in the same window, make this capitals, so the background colour, we need to go and grab our orange again, okay, let's see how we're looking here. Okay, so we've got the background just of the module, so we need to set this whole row, set the whole section background colour to our orange colour. Also want to turn off, get rid of the padding. Go to the front. And there we go. That's the page pretty much finished, I think. See here we've added a little bit of extra padding compared to this one. So that's on the actual call to action module here. So if you go in and then to advanced settings, padding here, so we can add 100 pixels to the top and bottom. Okay, there we go, we have a bit more space. Okay, the last thing we have to do is to set the logo and to hide the navigation until we scroll. So you can hide the navigation in the theme customizer for all pages, but we want to just hide it for this home page. So you go into here, hide nav before scroll, turn off, turn that on, and there you can see it's hidden, so it's just focus on the image, logo, text, click on here, as you scroll down then the logo, the navigation shows up. As you can see on here we have different colour, so when you're on the front page you need to come into the theme customizer to edit the logo. So this is like a live preview, there's a lot of settings here for various things around the site. All we want to do is the navigation. Now there's primary, secondary, fixed elements. So to hide the navigation site-wide you can do it here, or you can have vertical navigation. We don't want that. Okay, anyway, so we want to change the colour. So the primary navigation is the one that we've hidden. The fixed navigation is this one because it's fixed to the top of the screen when we scroll. So we go into fixed navigation, primary menu, background colour. We want it to be black. Then we want to add a little bit of opacity so you can just about see through it. And so we've got the link colour is okay. The active, let's make the active colour orange. Okay, so now you see the active, we're on the home page, so the active is orange. Save and publish, close the customizer, and there your home page is complete.